want to show you a trick my grandfather showed me about digging up stumps with backhoes. Now what I'm showing right now is just like small scale, but it works for big stumps. So this old machine does not have a lot of power, and so stumps like this, even though they're small, are extremely difficult to get out. I've done this technique with like a 336 excavator, some monster boulders and stumps. It's the same technique. So it's not just getting behind the stump once you dig around it a little bit and get the teeth underneath. You're using the combination of the bottom of the bucket to lever and pry that stump up. But here's an interesting one. Once you get your bucket underneath and the bottom of the bucket down in and curled as hard as you can prying on that, pull this elbow in and pull your machine forward towards the stump. What that's going to do, once this bucket is in there and the bottom of the bucket is down on the dirt, it's stuck there. It's not going to go anywhere. And you don't have enough pressure or power through that ramp, but it's going to stay fixed because that valve is shut. So you're using this entire arm here as a lever. Think of it as a giant crowbar from the flat tip down to the hook end. So the hook end is under the stump. I'm going to push forward and pry that stump right up and out. So now I'm going to curl the bucket, get a good hook under that stump there. So now I got a good hold on it. On this machine, I'm going to put these stabilizing legs up so I can roll. And now I'm just going to pull the elbow in and watch how it kind of curls in. So like I said, it's not strong enough to curl the bucket and pop the stump out. The back of the bucket is in the dirt and the teeth are hooked up underneath. So as I pull the elbow in, I'm pulling my machine towards the stump, and look how it's prying that up. I'm not even curling the bucket at all. The bucket is fixed. So me pulling this, my elbow in is prying that stump and ripping those roots right out. See that? Like I said, I'm pulling my machine forward, and I just use the entire arm as a lever, and I just pop this stump out like it's practically nothing. Just like that. See, back when these machines were around, they did not have the power like modern machines do. So these techniques were big and useful for these old machines. And you can use these same techniques with modern machines, and holy crap, you could do this levering technique and everything, and you could pop some ridiculous things up and out. Like I said, you're curling the bucket until the back of the bucket is on the dirt and you have no more power. And then you're pushing forward and curling the whole arm like a pry bar forward like that, and it pops stumps and rocks and stuff like that right out like nothing. And I've pulled out stumps almost as big as this machine using those techniques.